This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Man.
Wakey, wakey.
What is this?
Wakey, wakey.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
But first,
turn on the radio.
Can I turn on the radio?
Can I turn on the radio?
Hey, mind if I turn on the radio?
Turn the radio on.
You guys mind if I turn on the radio?
Just shut up and turn the radio on.
Put the radio
Just turn the radio on.
Happy World Radio Day.
Okay, everybody, it's showtime.
It's World Radio Day.
Yeah!
You're listening to the radio.
Hey, it's the Deathly Pallor coming at you on number 902 WA3D FM, the Stern. Coming up next, we got some hot new tracks from Triple Who, Blabby.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. Radio really did change the world. It still reaches over 80% of Americans every single week. And
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I know they wanted to take AM radio out of cars.
Yeah.
And Randy Hawk actually went to Washington to testify on that bill. Randy's engaged. He loves to get his fingers sticky in that stuff. But he's passionate about it,
Yeah.
which is the end of the means.
Yeah.
Means to the end. How's that go? End of the means? Means to the end. Help me. Don't just sit there leaving me hang.
Well, I don't know, because you usually say the end justifies the means.
Oh, okay. God, I forgot a word. I left a whole word out. All right. Anyways. No, he's very good and passionate about that stuff. And he's right. I would be shocked if we took, and I'm sure it's a cost-cutting thing for car manufacturers.
Yeah, I think Ford's doing it.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a law. You had to have AM radio in your car.
Mm-mm.
You can choose not to own an AM station, but I thought as part of the public safety net, AM radio was needed.
Well, we had a meeting last week. You were gone. And it was covered in that meeting.
You and Ford had a meeting? And,
no,
okay.
Everybody that works here. So, and
good, I hate meetings.
I know.
Good for you.
The whole time I was like, God, Dinger picked a good week.
You're not lying?
I'm not lying.
Oh, I forgot was that a staff meeting?
Yeah. It was a long one.
JJO?
For everybody that still has a microphone in front of their face.
Oh, no. Was it a rah-rah meeting?
It was rah-rah. But in there, he did hit on how Ford is going to be taking AM radios out.
They're still going to do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
okay. Must be an amendment.
Let me refer to my notes from the meeting. It's just a picture of a penis.
God, we're in 8th grade again. Are you freaking kidding me? This is perfect. What happened at the meeting? What did I miss? Great penis.
Real veiny one.
Great veiny penis. Great. Good recap. Yeah. This is why we never got made management, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we never even got to sniff at a management position. I promise you.
Nope. All right.
No. So what happens today? What do we go to have a martini? What do we have?
Whatever. I mean, I don't know. I just have some radio facts.
Okay.
That's kind of neat.
Cool.
First commercial radio broadcast was over 100.
KDKA Pittsburgh.
Was it? It doesn't have that on
is this the
here.
first broadcast?
It was over 100 years ago on November 2nd, 1920.
Mm. Oh. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Some guy's basement?
Oh, this one.
Not much has changed.
Yeah, so Marconi's was 125 years ago.
Okay, there it is.
Looks like there's one in Canada ahead of that.
I remember the first
commercial.
You remember the first time you cracked a microphone? I do.
I don't know that I do.
I was a commercial, like oh crap! People are watching.
Yeah, I remember my first shift was a weekend night shift. That's all I remember.
My first shift was at WMPO in Pomeroy, Ohio. And I remember I was sitting with a guy. I couldn't even believe I got a job in radio. And I was sitting there with a guy, and he was coaching me. You know, the buttons, the old dials. We used to have dials, round dials.
Yeah.
With, tubes and vacuum tubes. and he turned my dial on, and I froze, and there was a cue card in front of me. He's like, "We're on the air," and he's like, "Talk."
Oh no.
And I've been talking ever since.
Yeah.
But no, it was just some stage fright there. It was just a heavy moment.
Totally.
You know?
I remember our program director, because my first shift was on JJO. Our program director was like, don't worry, I don't listen to the first shift. And that helped.
He lied.
Oh, 100% lied.
They still play your first show at parties and laugh their ass off.
No, they don't. It's actually submitted to the WBA for the world's greatest first air shift.
Oh, I didn't see that category. All right. That must
You're fired. And you're fired because I don't even know who you are.
That's two of my firings were those exact quotes. Buzz Bennett, Jacksonville, Florida, WAPI, firing me walking down the hall. He's like, "What shift do you do?" He goes, "Great, you're fired because you came in with Tracy Johnson, the old program director." He literally goes, "What shift do you do?"
Yeah.
I go, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I'm like, "Is that okay?" He's like, "Yeah, no, you're out. Tracy's out, you're out. Mark Espinito's out." He goes, "Oh, you guys are all going. You're out because you came with him. We're cleaning house." Walking down the hall, corporate program director from Dallas, Texas, Buzz Bennett. I hope he died an awful death.
Oh, you never looked up what happened to him?
No. I'm sure he's dead. He was probably 60, and that was 87.
Yeah. We'll have to look it up. We'll look him up and stalk him and see what happened with the rest of his life.
Buzz Bennett.
He probably went on to be like, "My greatest regret is firing Johnny Danger."
I hope so. I hope so. I hope he choked on his pudding in the hospital when he went out.
So the Model T came out in 1908, but cars didn't get radios until the 1930s. The first ones cost around $130, which is like $2,300 in today's money. So you would have had to add the radio feature to your car.
You remember the times you've been fired? Well, you have, but you've just stuck around here, though. You didn't travel.
Yeah, no. Well, I was in Springfield, but I quit, and I was in Milwaukee, but I quit.
I'm going to say, do you remember? You've been at a couple of places a long time, though.
Yeah, here, I'm, oh, God.
I remember the times I've been fired more vividly than I do the times I've been promoted, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Oh, with much clarity.
I believe I have been here for... it's over 20 years for sure. What am I going on? I'd have to figure it out. And I didn't really want to think about that. I've worked in radio longer than I have not worked in radio.
True.
Yeah.
Interesting way to look at it.
Okay. So they are trying to focus on making people keep AM radios in cars.
You have a child now that is older. That is almost as old as the time you've been in radio.
Yeah, right. Isn't that wild? And
because you had to sleep with that first program director to get that first job. Did you ever tell him who his daddy was? Was that Mexican fat guy, wasn't it? Anyways, go ahead. Man, you got man.
Oh my God,
Deanna, you got a pretty voice.
Oh no, he was all like, "Your titties look good in that shirt." I was like, "Oh my God, why am I here?" It was so bad.
I bet you want that midday show.
Not very.
Actually, the car's packed, running, and I'm just on my way out. But thanks.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually said that, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, although I did forget it.
I was so glad I got out of there.
Do an impression of him talking about your boobs. This is the program director, and you were there for like a
6 months.
I know, but in this particular meeting with this program director, was it a promotional job review? What was it?
No, I walked in to start my day because I was music director there.
Boss wants to see you.
Yeah,
and he's got
we shared an office.
He's got sweatpants on.
Yeah, and he had this big belly, and no shirts would cover the bottom of the belly, right? And so I walked in, and I was like in my 20s. This is whatever. My tits did not hang to the floor at that point. And I came in, and I was like literally just going to start my day. I had to report music ads, and I was changing parts of the clock because that was the big thing I was working on. So I was like very work focused. And I come in and he's sitting at his desk, surrounded by donuts.
It's my favorite story.
And he just goes, "Damn, your titties look good in that shirt." I was like, what planet am I on? He smelled like sour milk all the time. God.
We're going to change your name to Cherry. And you're going to call me Daddy. And we're going to give you a $1.50 raise. Listen,
What a slime ball.
Can you come in early every day? And wash the bottom of my stomach? That would be great.
Well, and his wife was like hot.
Oh.
I did not get it.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. Ugh.
Man,
Queasy.
you could have raised hell on that one.
I know. I really could have.
I mean, you could have banked on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Who was the company? This?
Our company.
See, that's the Tom Walker blackmail that could have put us down a different path. You chose to be the good person.
I just hated him. I was so glad to be out of there. Anyway.
God
radio.
dang, dude. So dumb.
Yeah. And then you just get caught up in the radio world, man.
So you never made out with him?
Oh, hell no. No, I do not associate. I don't do that with people I work with. Yeah. It was bad.
Great story. I was coming back when I worked in Birmingham. I was coming back from Atlanta. My buddy worked at CNN. I graduated with him, and he was, anyways, did some stuff at CNN. The mothership was in Atlanta, so I'd always run over from Birmingham and see him. And I was with this girl, and there was a new top 40 station in town, our competitor, and we were hammered back in my Camaro, and I called him. It was like 2 a.m. And I think our time's up. I think story time is over.
That's great.
And then and I called him and I must have dropped 20 F-bombs. Like because I said, we're gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
I'm competitive. I like ribbons.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys suck, and your music sucks, and F you, F this, F that, and I'm going to kick your ass, yada, yada, yada. They recorded it. I was doing the night show in Birmingham. They recorded it, made it into a promo, and said, here's what our competition thinks so highly of us. They can't stop calling us. I mean, they blew it up and ran that promo 100 times a day.
Oh, man.
With my bleeped out voice on it.
Yeah.
And so I got fired.
Oh, no.
Immediately got fired. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And then so they call me, and the dude was super cool. He's like, you want to come over and do some air shifts? It's
the ones you called.
The new station I was calling out. So I went over there and did a couple of weeks worth of air shifts, did my goodbye show, and moved to Madison. I took the job in Madison.
That is awesome.
And their regional guy was out of Tampa, and I was waiting and praying I could get a job in Tampa.
Yeah.
He was working on it for me. They were so nice. They were so cool about it. They got so much mileage. And then the Madison thing came up.
Yeah.
The Z104 thing came up.
How cool. Well, he clearly saw, that's good radio, in my opinion.
Right. It was guerrilla, pirate, good, fun radio.
Yeah.
Totally. It's like balls out, whatever. We'll take the punch and roll with it. And they went on the offense. And it was great. And it made them look like a really badass radio station. And I helped. I'll dig it up. I have it somewhere. I have it somewhere on a cassette.
Yeah.
But I'll try to dig some of that. The promo they were fantastic. They'd been the old Clear Channel at the time, maybe. I can't remember.
Oh,
it's
really?
so long ago. I can't even remember.
The building's probably empty now.
Not me, though. Yeah, there's probably a janitor who does 17 air shifts.
Right.
Anyways, crazy stuff.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Okay, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
I'm assuming, are you guys going to get each other anything? You just went on a huge...
Yeah, no, we're going to go, come on in, dude. We're going to we go to dinner. So, when is it?
Tomorrow.
I thought it was next week. Oh, crap. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not telling you what we're doing.
Okay, good. It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Paul, I had a dream about you last night, by the way.
Yeah, I did too.
What fun is that?
You wanted to hear it?
Not from you.
Let's just say
No.
nobody had pants on. Let me put it that way. What was your dream about?
I was running the show because you were on vacation, and I had a bunch of guests in studio. Like, it was people lined from one end of the counter to the other. And you came in and you were like, dude. And I was like, sorry, I forgot to tell you the studio is full today. And then I woke up.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. You were feeling pressure. I had work dreams on the cruise ship.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I always do. But it takes a few days.
Yeah.
For me to. I start thinking about. Usually we're in the studio, and I'm talking and nobody's talking to me.
Yeah.
Or there's no material to talk about. It's really strange.
Yeah.
You know, what was this high school dream you always have? Not the locker, but the test, the usual test dream. Why am I forgetting how that goes?
Oh, well, I don't know. Usually people will dream that they're naked in class or.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah.
But it always goes back to nothing's working in the radio dream. Is that kind of your
Yeah, I've had
thing?
that before where I dream that I'm opening up the microphone, but I can't talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is not true at all.
I know, right?
So you're having an out-of-body experience. I don't know what's happening.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, God, why can't I just shut up?
Yeah. That's the dream you need right there. That's not happening. I have dreams you shut up and you never shut up. So, anyways, it's so weird how that's a consistent.
Yeah.
No
I
matter
bet
what.
you everybody in this building
Sure.
has that dream.
It's like a performance-based,
Right.
non-performance.
Totally.
So weird.
Yeah. And
Why? Why do we have that?
I have no
We've
idea.
only been doing it for 90 years. Why would we stop now?
Dude,
what mechanism would make us stop talking?
I don't know. And and why is it, every other job I've worked at, like I never really had dreams about it. You know, I never
Absolutely
had a dream that I couldn't wipe a butt or whatever,
right,
you know?
Right.
And this is the only one where it like just haunts me.
Maybe because you think. Do you think about work all day?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
I kind of do too.
I'm always working on something.
Thinking about ideas or something we can talk about. So maybe that's part of the just rolling process.
Because it's always
disorder.
Processing.
God dang, it is a disorder.
I work in radio.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always top of mind, maybe. Because, like, even last night, like, I was scheduling interviews and stuff.
I wonder if it's because you like your job so much you don't want to ever lose your job. I've had dreams where I have literally woke up and thought I was fired.
Yeah.
For like minutes.
Oh, no.
And sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
And thought I was moving and thought I had to go to another city, which would literally make me sick.
Yeah, totally.
Could have been the booze at Groundhog Day, but I assume I love my job.
The gallons and gallons and gallons of booze.
Appreciate you, Scoop.
35 Whoppers on top.
No, you think that's... Why do you... Don't add. Yes, I had a Whopper. So what? God.
Whoppers are good.
Dude.
Yeah.
You have no idea. We ought to do a thing at Dailies. You know what we ought to do?
What?
Although Scoop cooks, so it wouldn't make sense. We ought to do a Valentine's Day where we do Pappy Van Winkle and Whoppers.
No, that's a terrible pairing. I will not allow that. No. You can do a Busch Light.
Maybe you well, it's got to be a good sign, though. It's got to be a good sign you think about.
I think so.
If you're not thinking about it, maybe that's a worse.
Right, like you're just trying to check out.
Right.
And, yeah.
I never want to, because I think you could check out if you convince yourself to check out.
Oh, Greg.
Greg Bear. Greg Bear. He earned it, damn it.
He did.
He earned nap time during 7 to 9. He earned it. I'll never forget. When I knew it was the beginning of the end, we were doing the Fake at 8.
I remember this.
And I got hot. And I was sitting there, and we go around the room, we vote. I think Snuff was still here. We go around the room and vote, and I'm like, Greg, what'd you think of that? He goes, what? He was playing a game of computer chess. I look over. He was playing chess
While we
on
were
his,
on the
on his
air.
phone. While we were on the
Microphones
air.
on.
He's processing his next move on his phone in a computer chess game. He's like, what? Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's happening. This is gonna be bad. This is bad.
I let him have. I unleashed.
Oh yeah, you did.
I
You
unleashed.
called him out on the air.
Yes.
It was brutal, and I was like uncomfortable.
I'm like, how are you not focused on a lady orgasmic on the radio? This is not. This is something you should enjoy.
Yeah.
Freebie for you.
I think you're right too, because it's a passion, right? It's a
right.
Like you to stay in this job, you have to really like it.
Well, with what they pay you, you better
In the beginning,
better
yeah.
effing love it.
Like it takes. Oh, you got to put in your time before you start cashing some good checks. That's for sure. But yeah.
But it's not always just about the money, though. I mean,
Exactly.
if it was, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
Same with me.
Right.
You know, working retail, you don't get rich. I don't own a big chain of stores or something like that.
Right.
But I really have always loved what I do.
Yeah,
And
totally.
it's very true with the rest of my staff.
That also
love what they do.
Because you've done it so long, Paul. Now legacy comes in, and you don't want to screw that up. I mean,
Right.
I don't want to screw it up.
Right.
I mean, it sounds like we're screwed up, but I don't want to screw it up. I'd like to go out. I want to go out strong.
Yeah, but you guys, the two of you, the maybe synergy would be a good word for it. It's very natural the way you come on the radio and just go on and on every morning for 4 hours. It's a riot.
Yeah, that's good. No, we like the same stuff, weirdly. We both like women.
I think that helps a lot.
We got that going for us.
You gotta love it. That's just great.
So there. All right. Anyways, we're transitioning. See that in Paul over here.
Yeah.
What were you talking about to begin with?
I was gonna go on to Valentine's Day stuff.
Okay, save
but
it.
I just got sidetracked, and that's fine.
Cool. We're trying to.
Do you want to close it out?
No.
Nah,
Okay.
Nobody cares.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
The top things we're buying for Valentine's Day.
Oh, here we go.
Danger's not revealing what he's buying.
Yeah, well, we left it on the boat. Let me put it that way. And the sheets. The sheets.
Yeah. Oh.
Take a drink. Take a drink. Take a drink. Move on.
Tell me about the dead person on the boat.
Oh, so we're sitting
I
there.
feel like we're never going to get to this story.
Yeah, I know. This story is not. Yeah, we're canceling Valentine's. Christy was playing roulette, and I was at the blackjack table. And she goes, "You're not going to believe this, but this waiter," and we got really friendly with our bartenders. You know them by blah, blah, blah.
Upside down pineapple.
Good. But you get to know them through the week, and good tippers, and they really make themselves friendly. Anyways. Waiter comes up to Christy, and he goes, and he's got this accent. Great guy. He used to get me drinks, too, working the room. And he tells Christy there's a dead body on the boat out of the blue. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you probably could have got him fired. And he's like telling us like a bedtime story. Like, yeah, bad news, another body. Happened last night. He's down in the morgue. Christy's not asking about, she's just trying to get a cocktail.
They have a morgue down there.
Oh, hell, they got a jail, security, they got a morgue, they got the whole thing. They can do brain surgery down there.
Nice. Lobotomies.
So he's telling her about this body and what they do with it and when she died. And I'm like, I'm not sure that's cruise ship code. And why would he do that? Was he hitting on her? She had her wedding ring on.
That would be a weird way to hit on somebody.
Hey, baby, well, it's your dead body.
I don't know. Maybe he thought it was cool to give her.
Yeah, like an insider.
Yeah,
and this was later in the week, so we were all friendly with each other. But it's like, man, dude, you tell that to the wrong person. Somebody might get a bug up their ass and go tell a manager.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to enjoy.
Well,
I'm trying to enjoy myself. I'm trying to have a drink. What are you telling me about a dead guy?
Well, if anything, it should remind you of your mortality and be like, hell yeah, give me another.
That's true. Maybe that's how they sell more drinks. Although
live your life to the fullest.
that's true. I never thought about it that way. Yeah, I might die right here at the blackjack table. I better have 2 more.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So, anyways, we had a dead guy. So the shipwreck almost sunk.
Yeah.
We had a dead guy raping in the Bahamas. There was something else. Oh, and they thought I had cocaine at the Fort Lauderdale airport. Something else happened. Oh, crap. I was drinking a lot that week. Now, there was another, something else happened on our ship. I'll think about it.
Okay.
We had some really weird little events going on our ship. But go ahead. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Here we go. Candy, the number one thing we're buying people for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Probably something special, not like Sour Patch Kids. The Ferrero Rochero. Do you guys like those things?
What is that?
The gold things, the hazelnut gold things. They come in like I know you've seen them. Rocher.
The Rocher. Yeah, let me have a peek. I better get some Rocher.
Those things. Like in the gold packaging.
Yeah, those are filled with some cream or something.
They got a cream in them, and it's like a wafer on the inside.
Okay, that
it's a
sounds
magical texture change for your tongue.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. Go ahead. Make another mom joke. See what happens.
No. No, I'm going to end up in a dumpster. I know how that story ends.
Greeting cards. Another, this is the top list stuff we're buying. That's in there. So,
all right.
But man, I don't know. Greeting cards are like $10 these days. They're so expensive.
They're so expensive. I got my mom one for her birthday, and it was a fold-out. It was $14 at Walmart.
What?
Yeah, and I said, that's it. I love my mother, but I'd rather send her $5.
Right.
She'd use it at Wendy's.
Right.
She'd probably get more use out of it. But that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not spending. Where can you go for a dollar store?
Right. Yeah. And there's usually like the cheaper. They'll have like a section of the greeting cards where they're like affordable.
Right.
$1.20 something. I know, but the dollar store ones, you can always tell they came from the dollar store. But it's the thought that counts, right? No, it's not. Flowers, but it's probably gonna be a little late to send them now. And I was going to pick up flowers for my friends. I was going over there for dinner, and I wanted to bring them flowers. And man, they already had the prices jacked up.
Goodness.
Yeah.
You're gonna do the emergency quick trip rose.
No, we're good. We already have a whole plan. We do flowers all the time for each other anyway.
What's your flower budget?
I don't know. I'd say $15 a month.
Where do you get them from?
You can Costco, Walmart, whatever, and then I usually I'll get a few different kinds and arrange them myself.
Oh wow!
But yeah, you got to take into consideration animals too, because I looked up what flowers are toxic for dogs and for cats.
Yep.
Dude, carnations are awful.
Really?
Yeah, basically you can have sunflowers or roses.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. My dog doesn't get into any of that stuff, so I don't really have to worry about it. But I know other people's cats and dogs are into counter surfing and whatever else. An evening out, a little thoughtful planning can go a long way.
May I suggest Le Toit?
I believe you can't get into La Toile right now.
Oh, it's closed?
Well, they're open Thursday.
Oh, gotcha.
Friday,
yeah, little,
Saturday.
A little snooty at La Toit.
They do have a Valentine's Day thing happening, though.
Might I recommend the AC, top of the world, ladies and gentlemen?
Okay, here we go.
Eno Vino.
Valentine's Day. All right, they do have some reservations available for Valentine's Day still.
All right.
Cost of food is $175 paid when you book the reservation. 20% service charge applied in lieu of adding gratuity day out. So you can have it paid for before you even go there. You get it's a prefix menu, so. But it's going to be super nice. I mean, it's L'Etoile.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. You need to go there and eat. It's really good.
We were thinking about running over to Ruth's Chris for a cocktail and an ahi tuna.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. How about that little hand play under the table? Come on, man. Fancy, I know. But
doing the hand jive under the table.
Cut that guy off. Cut that guy off. Making the old people nervous.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, what else do we
There's
got here?
a lot of romantic places. Give me the romantic, ladies and gentlemen. Instant Johnny Poll. Give me a romantic destination in Madison, Wisconsin.
Well, we went to Milford Hills for
Don't say
fish fry.
Don't say Del Bar. Say something else.
And Milford Hills is really nice out by Crick area. They have a special Valentine's Day thing going on too, but you definitely have to make reservations.
A lot of hunting, clay pigeon shooting out there. Yes.
No elk hunt available.
No. That's the old duck hunt. Have you ever done a duck hunt? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I have.
Yes, you have. Anyways.
Okay, jewelry, clothing, and a gift certificate rounding out the list.
Oh, that's perfect. I would rather go out for a drink than give a card. I guess you can do both.
Right. I don't know. Sometimes cards are nice. I know people that keep the cards forever and go and look at them and da-da-da-da-da, and that's pretty nice.
You put them somewhere and then you find them a year later. You're like, go get a Pandora, get something else.
Yeah, I highly recommend the Pandora.
Unless you're going all out to impress a lady.
Yep. The day of love. Get
the day of love.
Some clam slam. Slap the meat flaps around.
Trying to think of another romantic place downtown. Hang on, let me see. Get all the usual spots. I'd like to try Rare. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
I love the ambiance looks great, but the menu looks so expensive.
Naples 15 is nice and dimly lit and romantic. Fresh in-house made pasta.
Oh.
What's the other? Is it Harvey House? Supposed to be good. Can also make something at home. Lobster's really easy to make, believe it or not.
Were you thinking about? Did you say Tempest? No, you didn't say Tempest.
I did not, but Tempest is good.
Tempest is great.
Yeah.
Love the atmosphere at the Tempest. That's always a great place. Good oysters, and I've had several seafood entrees in there. Red. Gray's is good. Tempest is good. Rare, expensive. Bonfire's good. You always forget about Bonfire on the Beltline here.
Yeah.
I've always liked that place.
Halong Bay, Salatai, all those. There's a lot of places.
Dude, might I suggest 4 or 5 martinis at Liberty Station to start your...
I don't think that's a great idea.
Start your day of romance off with?
Yeah, you better take it easy.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, bud?
Hey, Zamba Brazilian Grill.
Yeah, what is that again?
Zamba, the Brazilian Grill.
Oh, man. Yeah, I haven't been down there in a few years, dude. So that's still...
dude. Oh, my God.
No, it's beautiful. I do. I love it in there. It's awesome.
Oh, it's Mariners Inn.
Oh, yeah, dude. God, yeah, we used to do that every Christmas. We'd go down and sit at the bar and do apps. I love that place.
Yeah, Mariners Inn, Zamba.
Great call, dude. Great calls, dude.
job.
You're off the grid.
Right,
You're off the grid. You're off the grid.
Oh, my God. Stop yelling at everybody.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.